Have you ever done something so wrong that you can feel it rotting inside your chest? We all have secrets. We all have moments where we choose money or safety over what is right. But imagine if those choices didn't just stay in your head. Imagine if they started knocking on your door at midnight. Stay close. This story is a warning. It is about what happens when the people you betrayed come back to ask for their share. Gregor was a man of cold iron and fire. He lived alone in the Blackwood Forge. Outside, the world was at war. Brothers were killing brothers. Gregor didn't take a side. Instead, he took their gold. In the day, he forged silver swords for the Northern Army. At night, he melted the leftovers to make daggers for the South. He told himself it was just business. He told himself he was just trying to survive. But every time his hammer hit the silver, the sound felt like a scream. The air in the forge grew heavy. It smelled like wet earth and old blood, even when the fire was roaring. It happened on a Tuesday. The moon was hidden behind thick clouds. Gregor was finishing a blade when the temperature dropped. His breath turned into white mist. He heard a clink. It was the sound of a silver sword hitting the floor. He turned around. The sword he had sold to a young soldier last week was lying on the wood. But the soldier was dead. Gregor had seen his body dragged past the forge 2 days ago. Suddenly, a wet, rattling breath sounded right behind his ear. Gregor froze. He didn't want to look. He felt a hand on his shoulder. It wasn't skin. It felt like cold, jagged metal. He spun around and saw them. 5 men. Their armor was shredded. Their faces were grey and hollow. They were the men who had died using his blades. "You promised us victory, Gregor," the first ghost hissed. His jaw hung loose by a single thread of skin. "But your silver was weak. It broke when we needed it most." Gregor tried to run, but the floor turned into thick black sludge. The ghosts closed in. They didn't use ghost hands. They used the very silver Gregor had forged. They pressed the glowing, hot metal against his chest. Gregor screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the forge. He felt his skin melt into the silver. He wasn't dying. He was becoming part of the blade. Now the hammer moves by itself. Every night, Gregor's ghost is forced to forge more weapons. He is trapped in a loop of fire and agony. Tell me, if you heard a hammer hitting an anvil in the middle of a dark forest, would you run toward the light? Or would you realize that the light is just the glow of a cursed soul?